Hello everyone. So it's been quite a while since I last made an update. I do apologize for my disappearance. There have been a lot of changes going on in the household here, and then also we hit cold and flu season, and I was just really sick for a while, so I decided to take some time away from the camera to make sure I was just really taking care of myself and getting some of that self-care, both like mentally and physically, to make sure I was coming back as a stronger me. So in that time period, I did record a video, I just didn't post it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mash it up with this video. So I appreciate again your patience while I got better, and I just wanted to hop on and say thanks for that, and then also just to record an update because it's been a while. It's been about 2 months, I think, since my last update. So I've got my braces tightened twice in that time period. I was purple for a little bit, as when I insert the previous post that will be in here soon, and then I will have my recent update. So I had my braces tightened recently. It would have been about 2 weeks ago I had them tightened. I haven't really posted anything since. And then I'm due for tightening again in another 2 weeks. So I'm pretty much on that every month. It's getting tightened. So this is what, I'm going to do a close-up. This is what it looks like. I went with purple this time, like a dark purple. And this is it. I have definitely noticed the change here as it is turning more towards the front. It's actually funny because for the longest time it was like this, and I hadn't noticed that it had turned like this at all until I just happened to be looking at it, because I check out the progress going on, and I was like, oh my god, I can actually see more of the tooth. And I'd run to my husband and be like, oh my god, I can see more of the tooth, and he was pretty amazed by it too. So there's what's going on. It's not a huge amount of progress, but it's definitely different from when I first had them on and from when I didn't have them on. I was watching an old video of me without them, and it was just like, wow, how much my teeth have changed. All right. There you go. Here's how they look. I still very much have a gap. And I still have gaps here. I don't know what they're doing to get those closed, because I actually got my power chain that I had. I had my power chains. Remember? I've actually had those removed. So I don't have power chains anymore at all. So we just put on, apparently this is the thicker, stronger, the wire that is more firm than this wire. This wire is still very bendy because they're trying to get this tooth here to just turn more. So they kept me on the same wire and just went ahead, took out the power chains and just gave me regular bands all along and made them purple. Whereas down here, apparently I went up to the more firm, thicker, stronger wire. It's probably not the strongest, but I went up to the next level so that it's not as bendy and flexible as this one. So there's not as much give as there is up here. This one is a lot more, trying to make sure there's not as much spring back or anything. I'm amazed at how that looks inside, because I've never had it that straight across like that. I'm still not sure what's going on with this one, but they did mention that I've got lots of gum for it to move to, so hopefully we can get that taken care of. Hopefully it moves back a bit. Hopefully they are able to close some of those gaps up more. I don't even notice any on this side. Like, I don't know if there's maybe a little one there because I can't really see myself dead on that side. I don't see, like, it's a very small hole now. Even on this side, it's like not as big. I think it's bigger on this side than on this side, but the ones on the bottom are still pretty big. Especially this one over here, because they just pulled that baby tooth without really having the crowding. He wasn't even gonna pull it. He only pulled it because it was a baby tooth and he didn't think it would survive the trauma and everything of shifting teeth around and braces. So he had it pulled. So I don't know if I'm just going to have a gap there forever or if they're going to somehow get it replaced. Don't know yet. We're still very new into this. I mean, I have had them for about 5 months now, I think. It's been since the end of May, so June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, about 5 months. And this is my progress. We still have a lot of work to do, but it is amazing, the progress so far. And when I talk, how much it just looks so different than what it used to look like. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a lovely picture here of the difference. And like, yeah, as you saw, that is just an amazing difference. So that is just my quick little update on my progress with my braces and my little 5-month progress. So my teeth are the brackets colors, the elastics. I have gone with blue again because I think blue is a nice dark color, nice navy color. It's definitely looks well on the teeth, and it just goes ahead and it hides some of the debris and stuff, and it just is a nice contrast against the teeth. So I went with navy, and here is the update. So even from 2 weeks ago, it's gonna look pretty different. But so the orthodontist went ahead, and with this one, we got this upgraded to the thicker wire. So I now have a stronger wire on both. So that was pretty exciting because, hey, that's how much things have changed, that I now have the stronger wire here as well as here. It was pretty painful for the first couple days after getting it tightened, especially since I was sick at that time too with the flu, and I had a headache that came shortly after that. So all of that kind of meshed together, made for some really uncomfortable days after I got them tightened. But I'm feeling so much better now, even though it's pretty yucky out there right now. I'm nice and comfortable in my house though, so I'm feeling good. And I'm just happy with the progress. It's looking really good. It's still got some time to go, but it looks really great. I have the holes here are still there, but I don't feel like they're as significant as they were. It still makes it a little hard to eat certain foods. Like, I find some of the ones I have the hardest problem with would be really hard foods like nuts and stuff, and anything really like small, I feel it does get stuck in the wire here because there's no tooth in between the wire and the inside of my mouth. So sometimes food gets really easily stuck in there. And I even noticed in my last update, I think I had some food stuck in my teeth, and again, it's something that happens with braces. There is countless times where I have had something stuck in my teeth and in my braces and just didn't notice it because it's hard to tell because you have all this wire and metal here. You're not feeling your teeth flat against the inside of your mouth, so you're not noticing as much when there's stuff stuck, and you got so much stuff going on that like you already feel really awkward and really yucky, like with all this stuff in your mouth already. So, you know, add a piece of spinach stuck in there or something, you can barely even notice. That's why it's very important to use a constant use of like brushing your teeth, flossing. So I have my little kit that I carry around with me all the time for such occasions. I actually have it here with me. It's just a little one I use. It doesn't have much in it. I might have even shown this before, but just in case, it's just like a little bag. It's one of those like Ipsy makeup bags that I got that I love, and I just have in here. I'm gonna open it right now. So I have in this little bag, I've got my little toothbrush that I bring with me, my little travel toothbrush that I bring everywhere. I also have some of these little picks here, like this. I have a whole bunch of these. They're called soft picks, and they're just really great because of how small they are. I get them for free from my orthodontist. Every time I get a tightening, they're always giving me supplies, and I'm always making sure I'm nice and stocked. But this is one that's really great at getting in there and like just getting beside those teeth, and even sometimes, especially this one, not as much anymore because of how much this one has moved, but there used to be a huge gap that I could stick this whole thing right in easily to get like junk out, but it's not as much. It's closed up, so it's not as bad as it used to be, but that's something I use. Plus there's also these that are called proxy brushes, which are really great as well to use. And I can get in there and I just use them right like that. They're little Christmas tree like little ones that you just get in there and you can clean up. So that's great, like little kind of floss almost to use. I also have these little things called Super Floss. So this is the Super Floss. It's very thin here, and it's like kind of plasticky almost right here to get in your braces. I actually usually when you're flossing, you go from up and you put it through like that, and then when you're going this way, you come from the bottom. It just makes it so much easier to get it in, because then you get it in. Super Floss then has a thicker part here, which is really great for in between your appliances, in between, you know, these little pieces here to get cleaning. And then it's also good for like those bigger spots like here, or, you know, here too would be a good one. Anywhere where there's a big gap, you'd use the thicker floss. And then it also has your regular smaller floss for your small pieces, your regular spots in your teeth. And so really, you're gonna go ahead and just thread that through, and each tooth you have to thread it through, floss, pull it out, thread it through the next one, floss, pull it out, thread it through the next one, floss. So I do go through a lot of this because, you know, it gets kind of gross near the bottom. So you're going through probably, you know, a couple of these per flossing, and that's including my water pick that I use as well, because, you know, you just want to make sure that you're really keeping these teeth clean. And, you know, putting all this money and effort into straightening them, might as well make sure they're nice and clean in the process. So those are some of the things I have in my little travel bag. I think that, oh, and then I also have these little things as well, which are called threaders. And open one up here. A threader looks like this. It's just a loop here. And what you do is you put the floss through the loop, you tie it, and then you're able to actually thread the floss through. So this right here, this little piece, is the exact same kind of material as the end of the super floss. So you got your super floss here, and you got your threader over there. So it literally feels the exact same. It's very stiff feeling so that it can easily get through the bracket, the space, the wire, and then it pulls, the threader just pulls the dental floss with it to clean it, whereas this, it's all in one. So I do tend to use the super floss more because it's easier. I don't have to worry about tying off a piece of dental floss to it and using it. It's just all in one, so it does make it easier. But I just thought I'd hop on, show my little travel kit, and just show a nice little update. And there you are. So it's coming along. It looks amazing. My husband jokes that I could totally get them taken off right now and it'd already be like such a difference that it would be amazing. But of course I'm gonna stick through the whole treatment, make sure this tooth is actually all the way straightened and see all the magic that's gonna happen to close some of these gaps. And really, you know, I'm waiting for the day I have to put the elastic bands on, which I'll have to use, I'm sure, to close this gap together here so that there's no longer the spaces. But it's all in the treatment plan. It's all gonna come along. I still have, you know, at least 1.5 years to go before these babies come off. So I'm gonna do what I can to keep it going along smoothly by keeping them as clean as possible and just do what the orthodontist says to make sure the treatment goes well. So thanks so much for watching. Again, I apologize for being, you know, absent for a while I kind of got myself healed up and healthy and just really was in a better state so that I can post some updates. But thanks so much for checking in again. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. I'd appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more about, you know, life with braces. I'm planning, which I hope, fingers crossed, life of a YouTuber, life of a mom. I mean, I'm a mom of pretty much 3 children in my house right now, so it gets to be pretty hectic sometimes when I've got 2 teenagers and a young child running around, as well as my you know, adult husband who is a child sometimes. But it definitely gets pretty hectic sometimes in my life, so I'm gonna do my best to do an update at 6 months, because right now I'm just coming up on 6 months and I want to do a progress difference from 6 months to now and really show that difference. I think that would be pretty cool because I do know it has changed a lot. So definitely let me know in the comments if that's something that you would love to see, and let me know anything else that you'd love to see about life with braces. I definitely love to share any insights, any tips, tricks. I do apologize, I haven't been able to show anything from my dentist, from my orthodontist. I did try a couple times and it's a no-go. They don't want any type of video in there. They don't want anything like that. So I respect their policies, and I've been making sure that I just don't do that. So I do apologize for anyone wanting to see that. It's just not really gonna happen, but I'm happy to show you what it's like here at home and you know, the progress that I can show in my own private space. So thanks so much again for watching. I wish you all the best and take care. Bye.